Game of the week is obviously Oregon making the trip across America to come play the Penn State Nittany Lions. I looked up tickets for this game, and the nosebleeds is like $600. That's a no-go for me. I'm gonna actually see if I can get credential for this game. That would be a cool one to go to. That would be a good one to go to. So, let's get into a little bit of my thoughts on this, man. This is a tale of a great offense versus a great defense. I don't think anybody in the country is saying that this is not Oregon's offense is not good, and that Penn State's defense is not fantastic either. They just they put up and they shut up on both sides of the ball there. This is the first time that I think that we can shut up about if the whiteout is a legit game or not. And they played some good teams over the year, like Ohio State, I believe, Alabama. They've played there. This goes back like many years. I think they're 10-9 is their record in whiteout games. But let's get over to Oregon and do their breakdown first. Dante Moore and Will Stein together is a deadly combination. They've been fantastic. They got another Moore on the other side of this ball. His name is 𝗕𝗂𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗲𝘀𝗀 Jeremiah Smith 2.0. 𝗕𝗂𝘂𝘂𝘀𝗀𝘀 has been fantastic, but can he deal with a legit defense led by Jim Knowles? Those are the question marks I have here for Oregon. Oregon is ranked number 4 nationally in EPA. Oregon is 6th in yards per play. But despite only allowing 9.2 points per game, which ranks them 9th nationally, the potential weakness, and this is something that a lot of people don't want to hear for Oregon, the potential weakness for Oregon's team is their run defense. Their stuff percentage, which measures how often they can stop rushing plays at or behind the line of scrimmage, ranks below the 50th percentile nationally. Right? And I'm not saying that 𝗕𝗂𝘂𝘂𝘀𝗀𝘀 is Jeremiah Smith. I'm saying that the ascension that he's having this year reminds me of Jeremiah Smith last year. That's all I'm saying. Let's get over to Penn State. Drew Allar. I know it's pronounced Aller. Drew Allar has so much writing on this game, man. He would need those receivers to step up. He got 3 good ones out of the portal this year, so there should be no excuses. But Penn State's opponent yards per play, 3.8, ranked 5th nationally. Turnovers gained, 7. They have 7 of them bad boys, which is ranked 6th nationally. Tackles for loss, 29, which ranks 4th nationally. Dennis Sutton must turn into Abdul Carter this game. He's a good player. A lot of people are saying that he's going to be better than Abdul Carter. We brought Colin Chrissy on, my man that's out there covering Penn State primarily. He was talking about this kid a little bit. But they have to take advantage of Noah Whittington maybe not being the healthiest in his game. A lot of reports are saying that he should be back in the running back role for Oregon. But they could wait probably another week before he's fully healthy. I don't know if it's worth it to put him in the game and then not have him later on when you might play them again in, let's say, a conference championship if it comes to that. So that's one of the things that I'm concerned about. So it's kind of cool that we're getting this because it's the conference championship of 2025 so far. But the 3rd-ranked team, the 6th-ranked team, this is going to be absolutely crazy. But for Penn State, a true receiver has to come out and be the number 1 target for sure. Can 𝗕𝗂𝘂𝘂𝘀𝗀𝘂𝘀 be that guy? I don't know. He's leading the team in receptions right now and yards. I think ultimately that this matchup here can be the Oregon versus Ohio State from last year. How Oregon won against Ohio State in a close game at Autzen. Then they win the conference championship, then play them in the college football playoff, and then lose badly. This could be the same thing, man. I think this could be the same thing. But whoever loses this game could learn more from the loss than the win. Again, similar parallels to what happened with Ohio State last year. All that matters is that you win at the right time in most cases. But here is my winner and Don's winner. We got Penn State pulling this game out. Home field advantage, primetime game. I'll still have some concerns, but let me explain. 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗲𝘀𝗀 can't get in his own way. That means drawing up all these crazy, plays that you would draw up in like in a scrimmage game, running Drew Aller when he doesn't really need to run up the middle of the gut. You got two running backs to do this. I don't even think that there should be a way that Drew Aller is running the ball at all with Nick Singleton and 𝗕𝘂𝘂𝟀🙂. I think that's totally blasphemous not to utilize those guys. Allow Drew to be Drew. At this point in time, you had the receivers there. Let him throw the ball out. I'm not saying Drew is going to win the Heisman, and I think he has a lot more talent than what people are giving him credit for. But you have to utilize the running backs even when it's not working. Get those guys the reps that they deserve. Talking about Nick Singleton and 𝗕𝘂𝘂𝟀🙂. Get those guys the reps that they deserve, because if you don't, then you're screwed. You're screwed. You got to take advantage of this run stuff percentage that we talked about. They rank 50th in the 50th percentile and nationally. Take advantage of it. You got two good ones out there. Not a lot of teams can say that they have a potential two second round running backs on their team, because that's usually where running backs go when they're good, is first and second round. And they got to keep the offense off the field as much as possible. Get quick stops on defense, which they can do under Jim Knowles, and grind it out on offense. Long, grueling drives with both of those running backs, short passing. Maybe every once in a while, let Drew just dump it down the field and demoralize their whole team. We'll see what happens. And make that offense for Oregon really think about their next move. And make them think about it quickly. Because if you can beat Dante Moore, Dan Lanning, and most importantly, the guy that's calling the plays, Will Stein, if you can get those guys confused, then you'll have better success on beating Oregon. You have to slow them down. They're a fast team. You have to slow them down and make them think quick of what their next move needs to be. They can't sit there and draw plays up in the sand. The only time that you need to make them wait a long time is, like we said earlier, get that offense off the field as quick as possible and punish them on offense, where they don't have a lot of opportunities to go down the field and score. So those are my keys to the game here. Me and Don are picking the upset, but I think this one is a close one, man. I don't even think home field advantage works. I think Oregon's going to show a lot, but again, can Dan Lanning pull out that defensive structure that we're so used to out of him at Georgia? Can we just see a little bit of what that looks like? You've gotten some really good players, but we'll see what happens.